so I'm going to equally be very brief, like the representative of the governor of your state, just because the discussions are here. So the wisest thing to do in diplomacy is to listen, enhancing your knowledge and wisdom. Now, standing on the existing protocol, most humbly just because of want of time and for my desire to listen to them. Listening to the three speakers, including His Royal Highness, the keynote speaker, the chairman of the Institute, and His Royal Highness, are indeed very stimulating lectures that any citizen, any Nigerian, from whichever discipline you are, you will want to pay attention to. I listened keenly, and it was halfway when the keynote speaker was talking that it scratched my memory into so many events in Nigeria's diplomatic challenges. I'm sure the keynote speaker probably, but didn't take note of some of us. Foreign forces withdrawal from Chad, 1984-85. I found myself involved, and diplomacy played a role. At that time, the present chief of staff to the president was Minister of Foreign Affairs. We were at the center of that. And on second issue, the roles we have had in the United Kingdom when His Excellency High Commissioner Dr. Edwin Dove was there. We have had some of our colleagues supportive to diplomatic drive from our own professional angle of it. We saw your handwork because it was coming to our table. The keynote speaker might not know. But so I'm talking from this perspective and looking at Nigeria. I was privileged in 1987 to have attended a course in US, and it had to do with causes of insurgency, and then the defiance of the formula of the causes of insurgency regarding Nigeria as to why the entire causes of insurgency was existing in Nigeria to a high appreciable percentages, and yet there was peace in Nigeria. This defied all the formulas known to science. And one of the things both of you said, the keynote speaker and the chairman of the Chartered Institute, is the quality of a Nigerian, man and a woman, alongside our culture. At the end of the day, that was it. Why is there peace, or why was there peace in Nigeria? Yet there are countries in the world where little percentages of the causes of insurgency exist, and it became war-torn. Such countries became war-torn, particularly in Africa. That formula subjected us into numerous researches, up to going to some other countries and documents, but then at the end of the day, it fell back to the quality of the person, the Nigerian, his character, his culture, his environment. We don't appreciate who we are, but we are deeply appreciated as special species in the greater part of the world, let me put it that way. So with this in mind, one may ask, Boko Haram is now 21 years, 1st November 1999, from conception to the introduction of the doctrine in itself, to the secret funding of their activities in Nigeria. Shamefully, it is exactly 21 years today. Any country that knows what it is doing, any country so endowed with natural resources, any country with the riches this country is endowed with by the Creator, should not under any guise and under any condition allow causes such as this to continue to live, taking lives, denying us the right and privileges to go into trade, to promote ourselves, to promote development as it has been. So shamefully, Boko Haram is 21 years. I'm sure many people are not aware of that. 21 November, from the international dirty politics culminating into domestic dirty politics and agents brought about Boko Haram. For what? Solid mineral resources. Nigeria has rare stones. Where Boko Haram is taking place, between Zambiza, and I'm saying this officially from the researches we have conducted, scientifically, I'm not talking of hearsay, and I'm talking of satellite interpretation of quantity and quality of solid mineral deposit there, up to Lake Chad. From what is there alone, you can now build Dubai so many times in Nigeria. The question is, why should the ragtag army live this long? define our military, despite our quality and capability that is known the whole world over. Nigerians from First, Second World War till this moment are participants working with United Nations, at least since after Second World War. And then the position of the Nigerian military is known, respected, and recognized in bringing in peace and restoration of order, law and order in numerous countries. Here we are with very few ragtag army, define all formulas for us to overcome them and utilize what they are doing. The question is, where is the international support coming from? The second is, what is defying the military into that place? It's one serious, dirty aspect that every Nigerian should have a concern today and the future of this country. Deliberately, I will not digress into that. I'm just asking questions, not because we know not, but there are some issues one may not say now. But then is the issue of leadership, which both speakers have spoken about. And then leadership should be seen to like a serious doctor. When wound becomes bad, pains is inevitable. If there must be restoration and redirection for Nigeria's growth to be sincere to itself, then we will invest in diplomacy, we will invest in other approaches, we will have new friends, we will review our foreign policy properly. It might hurt some people, but then in diplomacy as a way of life, and diplomacy, we owe it a duty. First of all, for Nigeria to get ourselves adjusted for a direction that it will get itself, first of all, firmly footed to become a member of Committee of Nations, contributing to diplomatic drive world over. Now, the natural resources this country is endowed with is a two-edged sword, judging from the experiences that introduced Boko Haram. What I'm talking about today concerning the resources in this country that we are yet to know. For example, those states that are seen at the surface as the poorest, indeed in scientific discoveries are the richest. We are yet to know that. We are looking at oil, we are looking at gas. Even in gas, the spread, the quality and the quantity and the means of utilizing it in the international market is not a priority to us. Yet the world has changed. The immediate past speaker, the representative of the governor, is from Yobe State. And scientifically one may say, and not because I'm from that state, is the richest state in Nigeria. But today is the poorest. Yes. One of the poorest, next to Zamfara. Lately they discovered that the gold at the surface in Zamfara gives people the edge to just dig a little and you get it. But in scientific discovery, from Sokoto down to Kwara is gold and diamond. But we know not, we are scavenging for it. Stones, precious stones from north to south. No country has the saturation of what we have in terms of quality and quantity. To those who are mining illegally, they take it to international market at a giveaway prices. And when they come back home, they are here singing hallelujah, making the country full. Where are the laws that directed or supportive to the citizenry to go into mining proper? It's not there. So there is so much to do in terms of leadership direction. So from the speakers, I will say this without mixing words. It is indeed established there is a serious deficit of leadership at all levels. There is serious deficit of management at all levels. It is a challenge. There is the need to tarry a little, not only from the blessings of the diplomatic quality ambassadors we have had, the 300 over of them from the union, the first speaker, the keynote speaker has spoken about. There is the need to synergize diplomatic leadership, political leadership, and having the will to look into the scientific discoveries of what we have and have a new redirection. That may even affect our constitution, because today most countries that are honest and then know what they are doing, their investment is on economic, security, diplomatic drive to make them be first and to be able to be helpful to remaining countries. And I hope Nigeria will be, God willing.
Amen.
So with this I don't think I will want to digress further, but just a few comments. I wish to pledge that I have an institute called Al Mustafa Institute for Peace and Social Reconciliation. We wish to, at a later date, work with the chairman so that from the courses we offer, which has to do with effect of insurgency in this country. That's why we look for special courses, and we got approval from NUC, for us to be able to be helpful to our tertiary institutions and to the unemployed army in Nigeria. I call it army for numerous reasons, because it has social effect for and against. I hope in due course you will find the institute help so that we can synergize in the same drive with which your lecture culminated into seeking for that synergy and direction for Nigeria. I am grateful to be here. I am honored to be called, and I am honored to have listened to these two lectures that I found extremely viable and valuable. And I pray that the Institute will continue to grow, and then the fellows and those who have passed through it will become to get together to synergize for the common good of Nigeria and humanity. Thank you for the opportunity.